They expecting a huge game. Nah, quite expected. Obiabe try to play the psychological aspects of the game. What I say, because game we psychology plays the game very well. Madrid wanted to take advantage of referees in some kind, you know, to create chaos. Send ye beya, ye lusua. You bet me aka send the referee Bobby crown on there will say yes say. You see, intentional. I think say Madrid knows very well say Barcelona born no more be a bit yes. So let's create a window, and they took advantage very well. And they really took advantage of the situation. And say no, and then right for minutes 1, every single minute will be analyzed by the Madrid team very well. Say, Vaf, when I was saying, come away, hey, Yanka. It's psychological aspects, they wanted to take it serious. Me, two teams asamu si ni e kan asi we say ba ko pe na enye so ba catch us omumienu me say Spanish football referees in some na ye omumienu a eno ansamu ye si ye asi we say na bi si da wo Spain say Barcelona for Madrid for mo pesa and then mugu ibi si pe e mo Barcelona ya mu ye bi join me television no na me kasam chiro 2000 season. That's like 25 years ago. Na me watch John Amin Kasem. Copa del Rey semi-finals. Atletico Madrid Eshe Barcelona 3-0. Now some combo second leg. Second leg, you know. Dates no what they share no na international break in mua ye be start so resume ya. And Barcelona so omuni players. Inti yes dates no La Liga force ye mfimu. Kramo ko ball no. Barcelona force ye players yes 7. Na 7 no chese den kwada ani bi kan but emrana na yede Copa del Rey those days ne say chese wo youth players miensa pe na obetimi dia ka ho nti Barcelona the youth players ne kan one is in 10 players and Barcelona for say yeah monko for the master recall your players they can play nti that time you know Rivaldo Figo Clivert omu nyina kwa international break and so mo Barcelona for so yeah monko for the momo you know what Barcelona did Famicom television, John television. We had the Barcelona for ye. Game now. Let's go Madrid for Abba Park. Barcelona for so Abba Park. Pep Guardiola na oye capito no di team name.
Me hu na me hu se sa no be.
Pep Guardiola. Me pa chopos ya. Jose Mourinho na tiwo ejina ho no. Jina koko echi kakra. Jose na ejina ho no.
Na Pep kan na Jose kan.
It is Louis Mahal and na coach. And Jose na assistant. It Jose na ejwe nanim. So was ye mu na. You know, Pep Guardiola and the lead team. No, Barcelona aba park no more 10 players. 10 players spend on the bar park. Inti my game no ko. Inti omura no Barcelona force so she shoot bench for no. Share Jose Mourinho, Louis van Gaal. Omu nyina she shoot and Pep Guardiola. And buy no mo rap park no so omu nyina ba begina echire wo. And Pep Guardiola rap park no so and no ne refreeze no mo. Kokasa. Inti Pep Guardiola na a captain no. President na on so the camera to no so Pep Guardiola na ya no catch a place mu nyina mo free park no so ko mo free park no so ko e no pam mu nyina no ko
ase me mo Javi o mo ko na Javi na kan na
nkwada ni bia de mo kan na Javi kan
na Javi kan
yeah mpanyimfo no na ye Puyo Simayu ni Segi Gabriel mo ne ade Pep Guardiola on refuse no kwa kasa say mo e na mo se chinchina ye mbo ye the 10 players pe ne buy nti mi mo bo no e na opam place ni nyina so bunko and free park also.
That's an Atletico Madrid that's almost 3-0 first leg, you know.
3-0.
Kina just omu jana omu person bobo second leg.
Sano ko for esusu.
Almost so say many place.
Enti say le tournament na yen say na kakra no ibi esipen. Omu mi no obi aye bi. Mitina me awu asam mi pese meji atu because asam ne ba no mo create scenario. Let me debunk another myth. Another thing people normally say, and Real Madrid for no Copa del Rey and funny serious. Na Barcelona for no funny serious into no magic baby no. Yeah, it is a lie. Barcelona bought Copa del Rey 42 times. Omako finals. Maku 42. Madrid ako finals 40 times. 40. They have lost 20 finals in the Copa del Rey. If they are not serious, do you think they will go to the final? Omako 40 times. So Enti aye mate, some na ya nankofo ka no. Aye mate, let's discuss the game. Yewra game ni mankasa na yankasa. Ken. Yerinkai. I think you say there is a general knowledge people are beginning to accept the fact to say Madrid for no omo defense worse. I understand they have a porous defense and yet, but if I tell you say league na bono Barcelona consider more goals in Madrid, I'm sure you'll be surprised because the general myths and information around town is that Madrid for defense they yet they've considered just 31 goals in the league. Barcelona considered 32 in the league. It's the real fact a woman say two teams the woman defense the porous be a defense in yet, but most of the times the argument is that Barcelona defense they offside offside. The last time I was telling you, Barcelona conceded chances, Papa. Opponents create chances, but just that they are wasteful. It told me no defense in here. Now the difference between the two, they say, Barcelona for no winning one, only little more than two. Madrid for no, they cannot score goals. The last time Madrid share opponents 2-goal difference. Say match opponents, match 3-1, 2-0. Ebia 2 goals difference, you know. That was way back in February against Girona. I almost say Girona 2-0. Apart from that game, Madrid have bought games Makumako 14 times. Nina 2-1, 1-0, 3-2. Can you imagine? 14 games in here. Omuntimi said teams bear 2 goals difference. Meanwhile, in the same number of games, Barcelona are scoring goals. It's a difference between Madrid this season and Barcelona this season. They say Barcelona drew any more Kofono on the show. Madrid a problem. Senye sa. The last 2 games here ya we 4-0 Bako. And Bako so see 5-2. Into 2 games, you know, a 9-2. 9 no. And about Madrid Falcon see this number of goals, you know. It's clearly analyzing these 2 games very well. Kid, the reality woman say Nima Miensa, and I think say Madrid should look at. First of all, let's go into it. It is quite obvious why Washa Madrid Barcelona game pan say Madrid lucky adebi. Adene say bo game na Madrid esha 1-0. Na Madrid the ball pa Barcelona are composed. They don't give the game up easy. Till you start the game, Madrid are share 1. Madrid are playing very well. The impossible Barcelona team na Diego. They are more composed. They play their normal football. Though Madrid they dominate. Turn the page. Barcelona share 1. Na Barcelona ball. Madrid team no ejigu. Lack of composure anytime they beat Barcelona. Na Barcelona pass ball no win ball ni be ma. Barcelona team no, sorry, Real Madrid team no, they forget about tactics. Na fe team na Diego, na fe they've resorted to Yanko Chano, min pussy way, min pim way. These unnecessary antics. Won't say Madrid has started air conceding goals. That's the problem. First thing I want Madrid to look at and say, game or no, there is no way Madrid can dominate Barcelona in games. Barcelona, they are possessive team. Team a passing ye, you cannot dominate them. So it is quite obvious. Say, oh no more bar. On be taking possession, on be ball, but some more pass here. It does not mean he say lose composure, lose temper, na chobi, na compim mobi. To one say, idea was some more tackle no, as some close spaces. No more be wobu. Na fi Barcelona take it. It's anytime we are a hardly possible say Madrid. Asha Barcelona atete no kra to say if I do remember 2 years ago I'm sure 4-0 one in between, but most times Barcelona for Madrid I'm sure we bebre and I said no I'm sure it is not as if say Madrid for the mobile to me use space by 30 minutes so much on 3 so 30 minutes no Madrid they lose sa composure no. What's the mature you say? For instance, 4-0 na no show me. First half, it was goalless draw. Second half, ya buy after pass Pedri, the man Lewandowski said, na ma do team ni nyina jego. Na fe goals no, what so sa. Okay, the 5-1. Madrid scored first. Say 5-2 no. Madrid share first goal. So we catch us a game named Daniel. Can we need? But even after 1-0, no matter the ball, no more ball. Barcelona kept their composure. No money, ball. No, your boy a normal ball and for a show. Sad Diana Basawo, Madrid the any no. I think that Carlo Ancelotti should start looking at that because Eben play role. Barcelona, what they will do today, and they say they will get Madrid players frustrated. You be passable on the side. Okay. Point number 2, they say Carlo Ancelotti and the lineup, no, he needs to accept the fact that so the lineup should be based on Barcelona's lineup. Let me explain. Barcelona for strengths, no, and what now they buy Madrid for lineup. Barcelona strengths, they say Lamine Yamal, Rafinha, and the left backs Gerard Martin and the bench now. Inti omu used to wing sini pa first. Inti Madrid 4-year lineup. Ubo Lucas Vazquez. Unim say Lucas Vazquez. Defensively or you're poor. So whoever plays in front of Lucas Vazquez, as I said, defensively Obuano. And no tell me lineup no. Me say Kylian Mbappe ne ankle no still na se na ya ne ya no. Me dwendwe husuma Madrid kakra. Because Lucas Vazquez bobo 2 I was sorry for the Vavadi right wing goal. Ideally, Senka Rodrigo Goes, the form no hopa. Can we say some part for Rodrigo Goes and tour? But now say me who Jafuye, me who Rodrigo Goes ye. Because SSM Madrid find ways to help Lucas Vazquez. Follow Mendy 3-1 Albono. Ken, say Carlo Ancelotti, woman best left fullbacks away we say he will choose Follow Mendy or Ginidi. Because defensively, Officer Follow Mendy better actually most of the left backs. And no Follow Mendy Bobo Biano likely so the Vinicius Junior eto number 11 ho. Internet Misusu say or Bobo Vini 11 ho. Because Follow Mendy so you fit there or Bobo Vinicius Junior on the left. Nature say first of all we are solving our fullbacks issue. Afei Barcelona engine pa ni Pedri. Ken, how do we solve the Pedri's problem? Okay. Yataka Sembi say, Sima, o possessible be dangerous. But Sima, o possessible essential 4 passes behind the ball, more dangerous. Let me quote it again. Any team that possesses the ball is dangerous team. But team will be also so possess the ball or some sort of 4 good passes behind the ball. No, Barcelona is a possessive team, yes, but today they possess and they have good passes. And until we are more dangerous, no. It's Ken. Mami Pedri has some main custom to and I'm the Pedri conversation. I'll come back to the Madrid strength. Share Afi. Games are Barcelona Bobiano. Our team may decide so best City deep Bobiano. Barcelona still creates chances. Why? Because their defensive midfielder Opasi. Their number 8 Pedri Opasi. Dani Olmo no about 10 Opasi. Center backs in no. Pau Kubasi. Any Inigo Martinez, almost passing. It's Barcelona behind the ball. They have more than 4 good passes. Na Mpempi, the breaking pass na pa ye Pedri. And no, and they may come 100 for midfield and I say, how are they going to organize themselves in midfield? Because if you give Pedri space this season, Pedri, you already have a kind of football. No, aside they say, my jibbo, me trame ho, my tenny, my passy. Say the Pedri dia be kan ho this season say Pedri timi possible ni na no omone the other one and no possible be e de ma Lamine Yamal ama Lamine Yamal nya 1v1 pass ni na bo we ye ya enka Pedri am for born abaso bebre e shemi say Lamine Yamal say ball it say Pedri no or the pass I can game in the home. And as I say, what you born in the free Barcelona and same one, or Timmy Sanso attacking to acquire any engine. No, so don't give him space. How do you not give him space? Then, and yeah, as I said, anytime will be there should there should be one player always close to him. And no, I am whom by Madrid for defense in here. Because they say, as I said, Anya be a Pedri footballer. Someone should close to him. Someone every time will be someone should always be close to Pedri. Send your bear. The passes ever go sideways.
Last year, na Madrid show me home and away. Barcelona team.
Jabi team, yeah.
But the same place. No more show me home and away. Almost show me home away. Dear na Madrid for the better. I know my team the show me because that number paying count. To know my boss our front three no. Vinicius Junior, Rodrigo ne aye jubileum. In Chateau be a jubileum living in Ikujina anymore. Now Rodrigo I would drop a car. Midfielders no one fin. Na born any saying. Na ma defo to me keep born because no more to the cruise in or to me keep born. And no more pass it better e running more. Inti more no be running no eba sa Pedri mumum. Sa players no mu kura ball no bebre no mu nya ball no bi kura na mo yeden because the bia no more run koba Madrid form pass ball better this season passing especially final third passing enko.
So you are talking about a Madrid with Toni Kroos.
So inti omo team only one player penalty season bia.
No, but it's yes assassin on say omo ni ni so profile ni bi wo. They be someone
because I'm just born to me pass. 1, 2, 3. Make last season no.
Okay.
1, 2, 3 passes. You do baby come to me pushy Barca for no so kakra. Time is or pin up. Time is or defend. It's no more better. One players not coming in other so. Even almost say you included with another player or no cross and will pace more. But this time round, so almost passable now, almost lose in them. And baby anya so mo pass na o mo yeden o mo pass and ade ba ko aye me won on Carlo Ancelotti o we 5-2 na planify start here na long yeje 1-1 long but sa ball ni na so hu say a defensive errors na ma sa go na yeden e ba ye na enya o star no
okay fine
aye o city de na that boy Diaz also
Ruben
Diaz and a Barca de na defender ben and yes I'm mistaken 1v1 about the advantage and say original so sa o de abo games ni bebre emfa o de ko game bia ma game Barca na wo ka no na Frankie de Jong as e be a referee no he's even better inside games na ya bonne champion players ni na 4-0 no oba ye na game ni yede because na 1-1 na 0-0 second half oba na game ni na bese sai enti okura ball no more and na Pedri wo form enti se okaso obebo Dani Olmo ana se Femi Lopez ba ko pekura ka ho a so hu se omenya dominance they got to many people
exactly so you see I'm happy you are raising this point. Barcelona on time ball long passes e wo mu finfin yo tio time at Madrid they will Toni Kroos no those long passes comes through him from midfield. Barcelona's midfield today are short passes, but short passes you know almost too accurate to the extent he said almost team players 5 you know almost short passes a year almost from Dani Olmo, Frankie de Jong, Pedri
between Olmo and the boy no one had because of Frankie de Jong no about Pedri Dani Olmo I don't think so be
here onim number 10 nebo our Barcelona team ni change Dani Olmo the insia Femi Lopez ni argument ni be mu ni say Lewandowski wenyi on press and a Femi Lopez no one day or the pressing and Pempi sa Lewandowski be born na ya e was say Femi Lopez ni gina 10 se ne be ya omo pressing a 4-4-2 a Femi Lopez ni be ya one day adwuma ne dia ma no but if you are Ferran Torres who is young energetic can runner you don't need Femi Lopez. So Dani Olmo is okay.
Now Kwame ya analysis no ka bibi say ohun say Lewandowski inni hono be ha Madrid say oh e boa Madrid in the way because almost center backs and pay those kind of players be say man marking and those things say more without a proper number 9 e be movement nteba sa e be den dia ma Rudiger ne Raul Asensio why na so mo peke no because we na be draba obi abeba be ball no bi abo se Lopez kra mo na se o musambe eden esambe kan wo dia ebe yem pass outside your penalty box na ba ko movie na then pass na eden na pass na ko woni se Lewandowski eni ho no ebe bo Barca na say e wiki no team no because onim go ni church omo ina.
No, but I any day I prefer Lewandowski. I prefer Lewandowski because lethal born be to any more and these games exactly, so you need someone who is clinical. Okay. Short passes no power. You see, one of those things are the coach can surprise us. He said Daniel Mas a false 9, Femi Lopez as a 10.
Non drop of Ferran Torres. What him saying, sir?
Because it's one of those things he can do. Because
point in say Ferran Torres will Copa del Rey.
On one level form.
Enti under normal circumstances. Ezen Madrid for starting Hendrick. But say Hendrick na go kin on Ferran Torres.
But Lewandowski fit and Ferran Torres on start.
It is Mbappe ni ho no coach ni ntimi nya sa akokodro ne say me start Hendrick.
So Mbappe dey na 50-50 because the 9 still now no fit Otumika obre on say ankle so dey no under odi Tumika. Say Mbappe nya fit, I'm not too sure he would want to put Hendrick there. So the game is that okay. So nya fit no be called 4-4-2. Obebo Jude Bellingham, Vinicius Junior as 9 and 10.
9 and 10.
Which say me I would prefer Vini in left wall because he say Vini left wall no. I want them about to me bopa. Now my Jude Bellingham, Rodrigo Goes
9 and 10.
9 and 10 instead. Because Jude Bellingham again, honestly, Jude Bellingham or when him go piano is dangerous. Jude Bellingham no or ben penalty box now or you dangerous a chain Rodrigo Goes money. I'm telling you this. Rodrigo Goes no or Rani but say presence of Jude Bellingham when him or dangerous. So I would always want to see him around the box. So I would prefer Bellingham, Rodrigo Goes as 9 and 10. Brahim Diaz on the right.
Na Carlo Ancelotti 9 and 10 now Bono Edilson. Say Ostatena say bonus a game no you fan say omulusu control kakra bi no mo ba akira. Number 10 no bebo number 4 and I won hwe. Omo nyina ne na manfimfin, omo ne na manfin, da bi omo but omo wani mu omo say omo ye da bi an think ne ye means stop away why? Because Oba Arsenal no thinking about Saka. Or thinking about Martinelli.
No, but Ken.
Now, Obebo against your friend saying
Barca.
Obebo against Barca.
Lami Yamal.
Or more important player like Lami Yamal. What other than on share on also the players in the club because they are weekend attackers, you know. Especially we say Jude Bellingham. Born the best starting on the match. Not only the Memphis. Rodrigo Goes Ebeba become right back, you know. There say Vinicius Junior na ball left ono so enti ombenya ball no bia no within center circle you know munni Samuel de bia is always thinking about opponent no threat on thinking about on the players no threat
on no strengths no normally the idea of Carlo Ancelotti is that I have individual players that are very good who jabo on the man when a counter attack situation transition situations
okay
on what advantage but can you see get any say
mama chama me dem komo kakra
game no afa a 2 coin. I understand Carlo Ancelotti by knowing very well saying it's all drain opponent strength because the defense is weak. Rudiger on your feet not the ball. Follow Mendy on your feet. Lucas Vasquez on your day. Into the back four you're 100% a Raul Asensio and a Timu Kutu Obejini Chilewada. Into clearly he understands his problem. Into what the okaso also any problem. However, the other aspects of the coin, which I do agree with you, they say seems Nketi a breaching Barcelona defense high line and almost breaching easily. Especially and they are boya Gerard Martin Ibebo Ibi. As I said, Real Madrid taking advantage of Gerard Martin position order because just open maybe far a Gerard Martin. I understand to say defensively Madrid needs to look at issues but offensively so no Madrid will advantage. Barcelona highline no more bonus several times opponents the one pass it's mere breaking line. Interestingly, who of Vinicius Junior or Rodrigo Goes. I mean, these are good runners. If Kylian Mbappe is not fit, that's about these two players. These are two good runners. So I understand. Yes, defensively, yes, but anymore. Madrid needs to also open up and create chances.
No. Okay,
advantage Barcelona.
Advantage Barca.
Final.
Chairman, na boko there.